So here we are with John Veasey. You got what we could call the worst finishing place, which is place number 9
Yep.
out of top 8. And I'm not going to ask you, well, I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Disappointed that I had a really good start, won the first four, and then yeah I won't say it's not like I lost games that they were all very question mark games, kind of could have gone either way, and I had to I had to do the best I could, and at the end I knew I was going to need help if I was going to make it, and I ended up just outside the money.
Losses were due to matchups, to my luck,
Let's see. I had 3 losses. I lost to Richards, I lost to Thomas Whaley, and Angelo. The game against Angelo was the first one. I'd say could have gone either way. We were chess matching, went to time.
I remember.
Right, and came down to one card at the end. Let's see, then I got Mike. I got the two of them right next to each other. Anyways, against Mike, he got his one copy of You Are Beaten in the opening hand, and I put 2 Wookiees down. And,
yeah, You're Beaten is some card against Wookiee.
And so actually it could have gone worse. He missed the lightsaber swing on the other guy, and I still lost like 6 cards.
Yeah.
But that put me in a hole. I think I made him fight from there. He had to run away from his assassins were running from the Wookiees.
Yeah.
And then against Thomas, again, very close game. He managed to get squabbling off at the end of the game to retrieve, which just put him ahead. So.
Of course.
So close games,
Yeah, I remember. Actually, if I remember, you also beat Crypto during the first 4 games.
I beat Crypto in that first 4. I was one. Like everything went. I found the cards I needed early and drew well in battles, and put him in a tough position, and then made him burn his Gick, grabbed it, and made him in a place where he needed it again.
And what about the decks? You were playing Wookiees for day 2, and for Dark Side you were playing
Black Sun Mistral.
Oh, Black Sun Mistral. Yes, I know. I remember.
Okay.
I never really get the hang of it. It's like girls everywhere, pretty funny stuff you could say, and pretty technical deck, I suppose.
I don't think it's that technical. It's more based, in my mind, it's based on just large power totals and trying to, and then plus the extra destiny.
Did you have any other decks planned for day 3 if you have made it?
No, I didn't have anything like in mind specifically. I had the Wookiees more. I'm finished with the constellation now. I played 6 games, did not see a Spice Ties, but in my head that was, if nothing, it would at least make it very hard for them. If not, again, a lot of Spice Ties seem to be really dominating for the most part with the right players. So, so that was my my answer for them. But I never ran into it. But the Wookiees performed pretty well. I played them about a year ago. Yeah, I played them at the last Worlds actually, and they didn't do too well. But I made some changes for stuff, extra battle destinies and stuff.
What do you think about these worlds, these Europeans? Did you had some surprises, style of play in general? What are your feelings?
I guess the one thing is it's other than the biggest names in Euro, we don't know a lot of the who's in the middle, who's kind of good.
Yeah.
So you get, if you don't know the player, they could be very, like Nico. I didn't know that he was a 3-time Euro champion before when I played him. And we played a very tight game, and I beat him at the end, but it was one of those victories. I was starting to lose the game there, but I won at the time.
Yeah, fine.
But I really didn't know he was that I was facing such a what's it called now? He'd be well known. That kind of prominence. A 3-time USA champion would be well known back
Yeah,
home.
true. Us Europeans who are coming to Worlds usually know the big names in general.
Right.
That doesn't mean that we don't get surprised sometimes, but
Yes.
usually the big names we know them. And what will be like your best memory?
I mean, I was surprised and pleased when we played 54 came in. Oh yeah, which is really good, and then nobody dropped, which
Yeah.
Everybody was having a good time, playing fun game, playing through, and stayed to the end. And I mean, I made friends from a whole bunch of countries that I've never. I'm doing this. I'm doing this as part of a larger European trip to visit. A lot of places I haven't seen, and
Where are you going next?
hoping to be in Paris for a few days, explore that city. So,
Well, I had a flat up in Paris, but not anymore, so I cannot have you as a guest there.
that's okay.
But
Thank you.
Well, you have been welcome. Any last things to say?
I want to thank Chris and all the other and DDM and all the other people who have to organize this and put on a first class event. I wish I think if the other guys would come over, more Americans, I think everyone else they would also have a really good time. I think everything it went well. There's some place where you could have improved, but I think it went well. So
Okay, thank you very much, and John.